Hey everybody, happy February. Um, it's been about a month or so since I made a video and just wanted to update you on what's going on with the house and just thought I'd start here in the garage where all the magic has been happening. And so nothing exciting to see here other than a bunch of scraps. That's remnants from concrete forms and remnants from cabinetry, and it's been a complete dust bowl in here. I've cleaned it up more than once. It's still really dusty and dirty in here, but this is where all the making has been happening. And we got a really good snow yesterday. The last like 36 hours or so. It was about 6 or 7 inches, so it's actually really beautiful. And the sun came out today. Where is it? There it is, which is really nice. But let's go inside and see what I've been working on. Darcy, come. Okay, good girl. So, I haven't worked anywhere in the house since I've sheetrocked other than right here, the kitchen. So let's take a look. We have all of our cabinetry in, and this is a refrigerator, which is kind of a little bit of a monster in the room. It's 30 inches deep. The box is 30 inches deep, which covers the full-size refrigerator. And I had a little width, extra width here between the windows, those 2 windows there. And I didn't have a broom closet, so I added this, which is going to be a full pull out here on the side of the fridge, and I'll put a little clip here and hang a broom and another clip, I guess, for a dustpan, and once I fill that in, I'm going to add maybe a couple shelves for cleaning products or dog food or whatever. And so that's the refrigerator cabinet. Got lots of storage space up kind of high. I went all the way to the ceiling on these almost 9-foot ceilings here. And so you can see here some of the concrete countertops that I've been putting in. We got a full bank of drawers here. I did this sort of flush detail here, and right now you can see the exposed plywood. And I'm going to be finishing these with a whitewash stain, and so you can still see the grain, but they'll look very white. And if this just doesn't come out so great here, then I'll just paint all of that edge white, and I think it'll look really clean. I had to buy a shop grade birch plywood, and besides the refrigerator panels, which are dark on both sides, I was able to match the grain all the way around. You can see how this grain feeds down into that little valance there on top of the refrigerator. These grains all match, and they all match running all the way across, which was great, which was kind of fun to do. And so I think that it won't pop out so much with all of the white, but I like natural wood, and I was thinking about painting these, doing a variety of things, but this cabinet is also dark. I went through the sheets for their sort of quality of finish, not their color necessarily, and so I kind of had to put some of the dark stuff somewhere. You can see here the grains match, and these grains match all the way down, and then same all the way across here. So it's got full height pantry, upper cabinets. Obviously this is where the sink goes, and this is my concrete. So it was a lot of forms to do all of this, but I thought I'd put in this sort of little trick drain here for dishes and things like that I could put there if I don't feel like having a dish rack, or somebody else, whoever lives in the house. And then I decided to do these sort of large concrete tiles all the way around. Now this side is not finished. My polisher, I had an issue with my polisher, so I'm waiting for a new one. I couldn't seem to source one locally. So this is still a little bit rough. It's smooth. I mean, it's crazy smooth if this was a walking surface, but it's not polished like a piece of glass or stone. I kind of did a little section in here, and it is really silky smooth where I have polished, but none of those panels are actually installed yet because they haven't been polished. They're just sort of being dry fit and tested. This side is pretty well polished over here. I did finish this. So this is like glass. It's really, really smooth. I'm really happy how that finished out. And I think the tiles look really good. It's clean, it's modern, it's not as classic of a kitchen as I maybe originally thought, but I don't know. You just sort of lean towards things that you've done and that I've done, and I was comfortable with this, and so I did it. So I still have fillers to put in here in the cabinets, which I'll be doing today. Since I can't finish my polishing right now, I'm sort of shifting gears, and I'm gonna start whitewashing and finishing all the cabinets. But there's a couple of cool little features over here. We've got, originally this was going to be actually in that pantry unit, but it was going to require that to be a little deep. And I didn't want that space closed off as much, and a friend made a really good recommendation of moving that over here. So this cabinet wasn't originally designed for trash, so that's why, excuse me, it's wider than the two cans. But, you know, you can put your, I don't know, extra trash bags or something right there. So there's a little extra storage in there, and it'll be nice sitting, you know, right next to the sink. And I've got, you know, not a ton of under cabinet space, but under counter space, excuse me, but I think for this size kitchen, it's pretty functional and works great. And then I also did a little tilt out here. All the doors are soft close. The drawers are not. It was going to be an extra $100, and I just sort of cheaped out on that and didn't do soft close on that. But the trash was great because I just made all of that. That's like a, you know, $150, $200 item to purchase. But, you know, with the drawer glides, I could just make the box and do this all, you know, myself. So, we have this corner cabinet over here, which I just wanted to sort of feel the flow through here, and so that would have really shortened things off if I tried to square that off. And so, and I do have, I'll be squaring off and putting an angle on that tread right there, which will just make that sort of transition feel a little smoother. And then I went ahead and put in over here for pots and pans. Sort of pots and then pans, I think, down here, nice and tall. So I got these pullouts, which are nice. And this actually is a $19 fixture. It's matte black, like all the handles actually that I got. I'm not doing all stainless steel. I don't like to be so matchy-matchy. The appliances are all stainless steel, but I kind of like this matte black. Gives it a little bit of a sort of farmhouse dated look. And the cabinet handles were really, really cheap from Amazon. Not my ideal design, but they're functional. They'll look good. Looks good in a modern kitchen. Anyway, that pendant will hang right here where that one is. That one will actually get transferred to the other room. And so I think that'll look nice. And I didn't put any design in any of the concrete like I did up in the bathroom. I wasn't super happy with how that sort of felt physically on the concrete. It was I couldn't smooth it out and polish it with the concrete. I maybe could have done that with some epoxy, which I now have actually. And this, which was like the first thing that I poured, has a few divots in it. I got a little bit better as I went along, and so I'll epoxy fill all those and polish that, and I think that's going to look, it's going to add some interest and some detail to it. But we have our little sort of sit-in peninsula right here where some, benches can be here, and I think 3 to 4 people potentially could sit around that. I don't know if all the benches are going to look so comfortable in here, but at least 2 benches will, little seats will fit in there and look really nice. And so I got plenty of room here to walk around between, the stove and the peninsula and the sink area. And so, I've got my little triangle when you do a kitchen design: refrigerator, sink, stove. And so, I don't know, it worked for this space. These 2 windows kind of changed, I should say, the design considerably. I didn't feel like changing those windows. If I had to raise those windows up, I could have done, sort of a bank of cabinets all the way across here. But I don't know. This provided the opportunity for the peninsula, and I'm really happy how it all turned out. So, but now the tediousness of finishing it all, begins, and we'll see what it looks like then. You can see I did mud and finish the walls, and they turned out really good. I'm definitely getting better at this. This is just primed here, but it turned out really, really nice. So my mud skills are definitely getting better. The ceiling is, not as good as the walls, but it's fine. There's Darcy. Darcy, do you approve? Don't get up if you approve. All right, she approves, so that's good. Anyway, I know it had been a while, so I just wanted to say hey. And I hope everybody's staying warm this winter, because it seems like the whole country right now is just getting decimated with snow, with the exception of those of you in California, of course. Anyway, that's it for now, and be well. Take care.